All right, so let's dive right into this Nobel Prize drama you wanted to unpack. We're talking AI, groundbreaking science, and a whole lot of controversy.
Yeah, what's really got everyone buzzing is how AI is right at the heart of not just one, but two Nobel Prizes this year. And not just like a handy tool, but as a core part of the discoveries themselves.
Yeah, this isn't just, oh, we used a computer for some calculations. This is AI in the spotlight. Like we're talking algorithms winning alongside those big, whoa experiments you learned about in science class.
Exactly. And as you can imagine, the debate is getting pretty lively. We're diving into this Nature article, one of those super respected science journals. They've captured the excitement, but also the, hold on a minute, reactions from scientists.
Okay, before we get to the details, remind me what these awards were actually about.
Absolutely. So the chemistry prize went to the team behind AlphaFold. It's this AI that can predict how proteins fold, like their actual 3D shape, which is huge EE for understanding how proteins work and how they interact with stuff like medicines.
Right, so instead of years in the lab trying to figure out a protein structure, AlphaFold can just like predict it.
Pretty much, it's a total game changer. Think about it. Proteins are like the tiny machines that make life work right, and their 3D shape is everything. AlphaFold is like the super-powered microscope. Suddenly we can see all these folds and twists. That could mean faster drug development breakthroughs for diseases like Alzheimer's, even cancer.
Wow. So we're talking about AI potentially speeding up life-saving discoveries. No wonder everyone's got an opinion on this.
Exactly. And then there's the physics prize. This one went to the pioneers of neural networks, like the bedrock of AI as we know it today. We're talking Geoffrey Hinton, John Hopfield. These are the rock stars who made all this AI stuff possible.
Okay, so two totally different science fields, but both massively changed by AI. And this is where the Nature article really gets into it, right?
Yep. You've got some scientists who are like, hang on a second, giving a Nobel Prize for making neural networks is like, I don't know, giving an award for inventing the hammer, not for building the house. They argue that neural networks, as cool as they are just tools.
So it's kind of like saying, okay, AI is the hammer, but where's the amazing physics building it built that deserves a Nobel Prize?
That's the gist of it. And there's this great line in the article. Astrophysicist Jonathan Pritchard sums it up perfectly. Guess the Nobel got hit by AI hype.
Ouch. Okay, I can see where they're coming from, but there has to be another side to this.
Oh, absolutely. And this is where things get even more interesting. So the counter argument, and this is really cool, is that even in just creating AI, we're already like pushing the boundaries of what physics even means.
Okay, hold on. How does building an algorithm suddenly make you a physics revolutionary? I need some convincing here.
Think of it like this. To even get a grip on how these crazy complex AI systems work, scientists are having to invent completely new ways of approaching physics. Have you ever heard of Boltzmann networks?
I can't say that I have.
So they're this type of neural network, but they're directly inspired by statistical mechanics, which is a whole branch of physics dealing with systems with tons and tons of interacting parts, just like a neural network itself. So just by building these AI tools, researchers are expanding the scope of physics in some really profound ways. It's not just applying what we know, it's leading to brand new knowledge.
Okay, I think I see what you're saying. It's like AI is challenging physics to step up its game.
Exactly. And that's just the physics prize. Remember AlphaFold? That AI that predicts protein structures won the chemistry prize.
Well, the Nature article makes a good point. The award wasn't just about the algorithm itself.
So there's more to it than just AI being good at its job. What else is going on? It's about combining decades of knowledge from all these different areas. You've got these massive databases of protein structures. People spent years and years painstakingly mapping them out, like the Protein Data Bank. This huge global collaboration effort. And then you've got our understanding of evolution, how proteins have changed over millions of years. And then, of course, you've got the sheer computing power of AI to make sense of it all. AlphaFold is the result of all of these fields coming together in these powerful new ways.
I love that. It really shows you how interdisciplinary science has become. It takes a village to make these breakthroughs.
Right. And here's another really interesting point the article brings up. They quote John Jumper, one of the creators of AlphaFold. He says, "It wasn't just that we went to work and we pressed the AI button and then we all went home. It took years of dedicated research, countless failed attempts, a deep understanding of biology and computation to get AlphaFold to where it is now."
That's a good reminder,
Mm-hmm.
especially with all the hype around AI. It's not magic. It takes real human ingenuity and collaboration to make it work.
Absolutely. And that brings us back to the bigger question these Nobel Prizes raise. What are these awards really all about? Are we recognizing pure scientific discovery or real-world application and impact? It's usually a bit of both, right? But these awards might be pointing towards a new way of thinking, recognizing how computational tools like AI are changing the very foundation of scientific research itself.
It makes you think about how we see the Nobel Prizes as this peak of pure science. Maybe that definition needs to change as our tools and understanding of science change.
It's such a fascinating debate, and this Nature article does a fantastic job of framing it and getting us thinking about these complex issues, but it all leads to a pretty big question.
So are we saying AI could actually tell us where to look for the next big scientific breakthrough?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it's not even just about the predictions themselves.
Right.
Like, what if an AI system could be like, hey, this specific area of research, that's where you're going to find a major breakthrough. Would we just throw all our funding and effort into whatever the AI suggests? Would it change how we even approach science?
It makes you wonder about the role of, human intuition in all this.
Yeah.
Those aha moments.
Yeah.
What if AI comes along with its cold, hard calculations and just throws all that out the window?
It's wild, right? And this is where it gets really philosophical.
Yeah.
Can an algorithm ever truly get the implications of its discoveries? Or is it just super good at spotting patterns?
And if AI is just about recognizing patterns, does that make the achievement any less impressive? Humans are pattern-recognizing machines, too, when you think about it.
Exactly. Where do you even draw the line? This goes way beyond science. It's philosophy ethics, even. The Nature article doesn't pretend to have all the answers, but it does a great job making us think about these really tough questions.
So for those of us listening who are like, okay, my brain is full, what are the big takeaways from our deep dive into AI and this whole Nobel Prize thing?
Well, I think the biggest one is AI isn't just a tool for science anymore. It's becoming a partner in making discoveries. That's a huge GE shift.
Yeah.
And these Nobel Prizes, they're proof of that.
It's like AI went from lab assistant to getting its name on the research paper.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, this shift is forcing us to rethink what we even consider a scientific achievement. Is it all about pure human brain power? Or is it about solving problems, making those groundbreaking discoveries, no matter who or what is making them?
And I guess the final takeaway is this is just the start.
Oh, yeah. This whole debate, it's going to get even more complicated, even more important, as AI keeps evolving.
Lots to ponder. So until next time, everyone, keep asking those big questions, keep exploring. And remember, sometimes the most groundbreaking stuff comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks for joining us.